Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yeah.
And we is here.
Yes, we are.
Welcome. Welcome to the Things You Can't Say podcast. Y'all know what we got to do, man, before we do anything. See, I say that for before we do anything.
Yeah.
Little inside joke.
Yeah.
Before we do anything, man, we have to shout out our sponsors, man. We in season 3, celebrating season 3 with Smooth House TV. Smooth House TV is the smoothest place on earth.
Yeah. Definitely is, dog. Shout out to the Roll-Up Show, man. Shout out to the Roll-Up Show. Hey, it took forever to pop up over here, brother. Shout out to the Roll-Up Show. Every Tuesday night, man, 7:30, 8:30 Central. You never know where or what they will be rolling up, so make sure y'all check out the Roll-Up
They're gonna
Show.
be rolling up though. Also, man, shout out. I was with the fellas, man, the Urban Beat Films over the weekend. Got a couple of things done deployed. Urban Beat Films, man, crafting visions into reality. Scene by scene, man. Had a real good time over there.
That's good. Also, shout out to Smooth House Music Group, man. Shout out to Smooth House Music Group. You take care of the music, we'll take care of the business. House Music Group at gmail.com. Man.
And we got to give a shout out, man, to the big homie, the international player pimping everybody's daddy, Mr. Curly Pizzle, SCP Productions, where imagination meets reality.
Also, shout out to FML Clothing. Shout out to FML Clothing, man. Faith makes living, because if you're walking in faith, you can't walk with us. Shout out to my brand, man, FML.
And also, man, shout out to Blacked Out Studios, man. They say Blacked Out Studios is the place to free your mind. Y'all know what time it is, man. It's time for the Things You Can't Say podcast.
Yeah.
Woo! Hang on.
Oh, man, it's going to be a good one.
Let's go. Welcome to the Things You Can't Say podcast, man. I am Mr. Unique, and that dude right there, him. That's the little brother, man, the little homie, the best friend, and the business partner. That's the motivational pool. What's up, bro?
What's good, man? You already know. Chilling, vibing, enjoying the night, and definitely glad to be here, man.
We here. YouTube, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Facebook. Y'all know me. We've been sending them the hearts and the stars. We love them. Thank you. LinkedIn, TikTok, everybody, man. Instagram, man. Everybody. X, the network. Thank y'all for chilling with us tonight. Woo!
Hey, it's definitely gonna be a good one. It's definitely gonna be a good one tonight, because like I said, this is one that I'm very grateful that it was asked upon, and because it was asked upon live, that's the good juicy. It was live. That right there means something different. And oh boy, like we said, stay tuned. And the truth.
Things You Can't Say podcast, man. We the question was asked of us, or the question was asked of Poet, really, last week on the Roll-Up Show. The question was asked, who wrote the Bible? Who wrote the Bible? Where did the Bible come from? That's the question. That's the question that was presented, right?
Yeah.
And one thing that we're not gonna do is we're not gonna run.
Right.
from the questions.
We not. We definitely not.
We're not gonna run from the questions. We're not gonna run from the questions, and we're not gonna give you the mainstream answer.
Right.
Because if we're being honest, they don't even know.
They don't. They don't.
They don't even.
That's why you got what you got, because they don't even know. They don't even understand what's going on.
Mm-mm.
But tonight conversation though.
But tonight's conversation, we're gonna find out tonight. We're gonna find out who wrote the Bible, and we're gonna also find out who was King James. And now I know, and you know, Paul, from us actually answering that question to people, the very next thing that usually comes out of people's mouths is, how is he relevant? How is he not?
How is he not?
Because
how is he not relevant when you?
Go ahead.
I was going to say the same
Go
thing.
ahead.
How is he not relevant when you are constantly pulling out a book that he wrote, and it doesn't matter if it's the King James version, the New King James version, the NIV, the whatever it is. It doesn't matter what it is. And there's so many different versions and translations that I ain't never heard of. Like, when did they come out with that? But that's neither here nor there.
No, that's actually here and there. Because these was Bibles before we had the KJV, because Christianity was around before the King James Bible was written, right?
Yeah.
And so you had the Bishop's Bible, right? That was one of the Bibles that was around before you had the KJV, 1568. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was actually the official Bible for the Church of New England. You see what I'm saying? Or the Church of England.
Yeah.
It was what some people call it, the Geneva Bible, right? You had the Geneva Bible, you had the Reims Dubai Bible, right?
Mm-hmm.
But all of that, you all right?
These mosquitoes, bro. I know I'm looking like a crackhead, but I'm not, y'all. These mosquitoes is tearing my arms up right now. God, dog. They won't leave me alone. They will not leave me alone. Well, they got me out there scratching and itching, turning around, and like light up. I know they're like, boy, what that boy pour it on tonight? Nothing at all. Mosquitoes. I'm on mosquitoes tonight. That's what I'm on. And they heavy tonight. They'll never be heavy like this. They heavy tonight, though. Look, that is one right there. I ain't know.
They heavy.
Yeah, but we
heavy, bro. So, before we always there say, well, how is he relevant? And our question is, how is he not, right? How is he not
right? How
is he not relevant when you base your whole well-being is about what's in this book?
Yeah, facts.
If you are to study to show yourself approved, that means, and they always say, study to show yourself approved, rightly divided. You don't even know who word you divide. You saying it's God's word, but it's actually for somebody else who took somebody else. It's a real tricky situation.
No, yeah, it is, because if you really want to be honest, we could just point one story in the Bible out. You already know we go straight to the flood. Right. And we're going to take the flood and we're going to go all the way back, and we're going to see that it was another name by the name of Ardrahaces that encountered the same thing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, and these other texts, it's funny because in these other texts, that story goes way longer and it kind of further. It begins a little further than what we see in the Bible.
And it outdates it too.
And it outdates
it. Years.
Thousands, brother. Thousands.
Right? Yeah. So let's go. What is, right? What's the Bible? Right? That's the question. What is the Bible? Let's take our religious selves out of it now. You know what I'm saying? Let's take ourselves out of it, because if it's something that we're supposed to put our whole life into, I need to get an understanding
of what I'm reading.
And who wrote. I poet. So what is the Bible, right? It's
right.
The Bible is the holy scripture of the Christian religion, purporting to tell the history of the earth from the earliest creations to the spread of Christianity in the 1st century AD. Both the Old and New Testament, right, have undergone changes over the centuries, including the publication of the King James Bible in 1611, and the addition of several books that were discovered later. See, it's first of all, the Bible is not finished. It's not complete.
No, it's not.
It's not all of the books that goes in here is not in here. All right, now I know I'm gonna make some people mad again. Kiss my ass. Prove me wrong. You can't tell me who King James is. And if you know who King James is, and you still read this book to people and live your life by it, stand up and tell the class why.
Yeah.
So as the old people say, we gonna learn you something, and the truth sometimes hurts.
They do, but that's why it's the truth, because it's not supposed to feel good. And you got to know how to level out your emotions when the truth comes your way, because you can't ask for something, and then when it appears, you get mad at it, or you don't want to believe it. Well, that's not fair to the truth. You can't ask for the truth, and then when the truth appears, you get mad at it. No, what you ask for. And you can go and do your own research. You know what I'm saying?
Don't just take every word for it.
Yeah, you go do your own research.
You'll find out. So the Bible has undergone, right, a lot of changes. Even though it's the #1 seller, it's been rewritten over 6,000 times.
Yeah.
That's a lot of rewriting.
That's a lot of rewriting. And it's still being rewritten.
And it's still being rewritten.
You got all these other versions, man.
Mm-hmm.
You got like I said, you got the NLT, you got the NIV, you got the Message Bible, you got the translation for, like, they just making up names.
Well, you ain't lying though. You're not
just making up names and just throwing stuff in there because they know people just don't believe it.
And what do all of these have in common? They all come from a variation of the King James Bible.
Yeah.
King James Bible, the Bible that Tisdale, right? A guy named Tisdale was actually rewriting the Bible from Greek into English, right?
Mm-hmm.
And King James wasn't going for it. Yeah. Tisdale was so with the shit and stood on business that while he was on his, you know, he's finna die, he spent his last few days, his last few hours translating. And then as soon as they killed him, guess what King James went and did?
Took it and used it.
So the
Old glory of him.
For the glory of him. So the Old Testament is the first section of the Bible, right? It covers creation of the earth through Noah and the flood, Moses and more, finishing with the Jews being expelled to Babylon, right? The Bible's Old Testament is very similar to the Hebrew Bible, which has origins in the ancient religion of Judaism, right? The exact beginnings of the Jewish religion are unknown, but the first known mention of Israel is an Egyptian inscription from the 13th century BC.
Mm-hmm.
And that's on the Moabite stone. And it's a little small inscription. That's when the earliest known mention of the Jewish God Yahweh is an inscription related to the king of Moab in the 9th century BC. It is speculated that Yahweh was possibly adapted from the mountain god Yahoo in ancient Syria of Edom. I ain't writing none of this now, okay?
Nah, it's all facts.
Just let y'all know I'm giving you facts, all right? I'm giving you facts.
It's all facts.
I'm giving you facts.
We letting you know that Yahweh was nothing but a man. God in the Bible was nothing but a man who lived on the mountain.
Right.
He lived on the mountain. Yeah, that's why I always say he came down from the mountain.
Exactly.
That's where he lived.
That's where already there. Now, still, even in all of this, we still didn't have the Old Testament. It was during the reign of Hezekiah of Judea in 8th century BC that historians believe what would become the Old Testament. It started to take form because they had been telling stories now for generations, right? Now it's time to write it down. We're going to keep some records of it now. You see what I'm saying? By that time, now let's be real, Paul. Let's be real.
Hey, that's all we can be.
If I tell you a story, you tell somebody else that story.
Yeah.
That's it. By the time that story get back to me, I can no longer call it an original story.
No. Because it won't be original.
It won't be original.
It won't.
It will not be the same story.
It will not be the same story.
It would not be the same.
It won't be the same story. It's definitely going to be some mix-ups. It's going to be some, I threw my own words in there. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be whatever they can have at that moment to make that story just keep going. And that's pretty much what we have in the Bible.
And that's exactly what we have. Yeah. That's exactly, Paul, what we have. So then we got the Old Testament. So then we got the New Testament. So the New Testament, right? The New Testament tells the story of the life of Yeshua or Jesus. In early days of Christianity, most notable Paul's effort to spread Jesus' teachings. It collects 27 books, all originally written in Greek. The sections of the New Testament concerning Jesus are called the Gospels and were written about 40 years after. Y'all thought that. I know y'all didn't think the apostles that there. Y'all really thought Matthew wrote Matthew? No, man. Y'all know they was illiterate.
They can't even find them.
They couldn't read or write.
Real. They wasn't even real though.
All right.
In all natural actuality.
In all right. So so and the New Testament, a lot of the New Testament too is given to Paul to be written. You know, Paul wrote it. So it's the epistles. Yeah. Paul's letters was distributed by churches sometime around 50 AD, possibly just before Paul's death, right? Scribes copied the letters and kept them in circulation. As circulation continued, the letters were collected into books. Some in the church inspired by Paul began to write and circulate their own letters.
Yep.
The story of when you do your homework. So the story of the lady with the issue of blood in the Bible.
Yeah.
And the original Greek text, right?
Yep.
That story is not in there. It is
never even in
no other. It is not there.
Not even there.
It was made up because the writers. If you go look at if you go look at the original, you can see what they had wrote and X'd out. You can see you can see them battling back and forth years later.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? On paper, that's history. We can see that.
Yeah. Right.
That's the
that right there can't be. I mean, and it can't be. It can't be argued with. You can't argue with something that's on paper. You can't argue with facts, man. This whole little, New Testament, Old Testament, Bible thing, for me, is just something that came in and it's really disturbing and it's disrupting the whole world, because instead of us being together on one accord, we are, as Christians, not me, but as Christians, because I used to be one, they're taught to look down on sinners. They're taught to look down on people that don't look like them. And that's where the division comes in at, because we are all one. No matter what you say, no matter how you think, we are all one. Just experiencing this one life in different varieties. But that's
some of the worst wars has been fought because of religious beliefs. Think about the Civil War, right?
Yeah.
The South will consider themselves Christians and said that God wanted them to have slaves.
Right.
The North said no, but they was Christians too, and said having slaves is wrong.
Yeah.
Both sides were Christian. Both sides believed that the Bible was on their side. And both sides believe too that we got to pay some bills, man. It's the Things You Can't Say podcast. I know it's getting good. I know. We'll be back. Promise y'all. We'll be back.
You.
I'm Mr. Unique Beat. Why not?
Thanks for watching. We'll be back after these messages.
I'm Mr. Unique Beat. Why not?
Looking to record your next demo? D-Boy Records and Blacked Out Studios for all the things you need to record that perfect song. From mixing, mastering, producers, musicians, singers, and songwriters. Call 424-320-8675. Also, go check out the hot new project from D-Boy Records artist Tiffany Renee on all major streaming platforms. D-Boy Records, Blacked Out Studios. It's the place to free your mind.
Brought to you by
Queen Vibes Apparel. Designed with the real queen in mind. I'm Mr. Unique Beat.
Smooth House TV. Catch the adventures of Curly P Monday through Friday, 12-11 Central, Saturday and Sunday, 2-1 Central. The Mr. Unique and Motivational Poet Show, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9-8 Central. The Roll-Up Show with Zeke, Tuesday, 8:30, 7:30 Central. The Mr. Unique Show, Thursday, 9-8 Central. Freestyle Friday, 9-8 Central. Also, you can catch us on Roku, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, even LinkedIn. Just go to Smooth House TV, the smoothest place on earth. Brought to you by
I'm Mr. Unique Beat. Why not?
This is very emotional for me. Time's getting hard, but nobody wants to see. Everybody's flowing through their own mind, but inside it's me who I really want to be. I'm trying to take this time to unwind, but this time is hard. This time I can't really get to the places that I want to be, because it's the enemy inside of me. And that is the one that's really against me. I'm fighting a battle that's spiritually. And I'm trying to see the waves, but my eyes won't allow me to see. I have to open up my world to new possibilities and see that the young kid in me is starving for new eternity. It's a blind man's game, but you gotta learn how to be something strong. It's a cold world out there, and sometimes it'll leave you on your own. But you gotta understand that you have the power within, so you can always stay strong. And this life and this journey just might leave you alone. Remember that. It's a fact. But it's okay, because life will always bring you back. Enjoy it. And understand it, cope with it. Because a lot of things always happen in your life. But understand me, you can understand it. Know your heart, live your life, love your people. Bless.
Looking to record your next demo? D-Boy Records and Blacked Out Studios. It wasn't supposed to do it again. Welcome back to The Things You Can't Say podcast. We YouTube, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Man, appreciate it, bro. YouTube, like, share, comment, and subscribe, man. Facebook, Hearts and Stars, LinkedIn, Twitch, X, man, Instagram, everybody, man. Boy, the question was asked to us, bro. All right?
Yeah.
The question was asked of us, or asked of you. The question was thrown out last week on the roll-up show. And one of our subscribers that I've been on, hit us with a question that we was glad to see come across.
Yeah.
And the only thing he asked was, who wrote the Bible?
Yeah.
Where did the Bible come from? Me personally, I think that's a nice question to ask.
Yeah, it's a good question to ask. Because the best thing to have is knowledge.
And understanding.
The best thing to obtain is knowledge and understanding, and to know when to use it, to know, when to explore that knowledge. Like this right here, it's not just, any old knowledge. This is knowledge that you're not going to find on the forefront. You have to go and dig for this knowledge. You have to go, like, this knowledge, this type of knowledge, it's going to take you a while to get to this point, because there's going to be so many other traps that you're going to see, or loopholes, or rabbit holes, what call it. There's going to be so many that you're going to see, that you're going to be just connecting so many dots before you actually get to where we are. You know what I'm saying? Because knowledge is power, and once you start doing your research, you start seeing what's really going on, then you have topics like this.
We gonna answer them. I mean, we gonna give it. We gonna tell you like this. I mean,
yeah,
we gonna tell you like this.
Tell you like it is.
We gonna tell you like this. We're not gonna, it ain't no knock on nothing. You can ask us anything, and we gonna. But we're at a day and age. We at a day and age, like Paul said before the break, where religion is tearing us apart, and people don't see that.
Right.
Like they trying to make America a Christian country, one nation under God. But what if I don't believe in what you believe in?
Right.
Because I don't. I find it hard to believe in something. And me and Paul, we said all the time, bro, we grew up.
But grew up in Christianity, bro. We're not just here talking as if we looked at somebody else's life.
No,
and we're just basing it off of. No, we've actually I'm talking about every day, Monday through Sunday, sun up to sundown.
For real.
We are in it. Like, for real.
Shut in. Falling asleep at the church under the pews. Tired.
Man.
Falling asleep in the back of the daycare. Going back to the daycare, eating the food up because we've been in church so long, so many days. For real. Yeah.
I remember those days.
For real. Yep.
Yeah.
Tear the daycare up. Because we at church more times than we at home.
Yo, you brought back a memory with that one, bro. My fault.
Drinking the apple juice, eating all the little apples.
Man, all the snacks, everything. To the point where they closed that bitch off.
Bro, they had to close off, bro. We used to go there and tear the thing up so much, bro. They come in on Monday morning, they don't have shit. We've been at church all day. What's wrong with y'all? We home.
I used to go crazy on them Pop-Tarts. I ain't gonna even lie.
Real
I used to go crazy on them Pop-Tarts.
Real talk.
But yeah, that's real though.
And see, so
that's real.
we not just Like it's not got to plug my laptop. It's not that. Go ahead, boy.
Yeah, it's not that we are just like I just said. It's not like we're coming from an unknown place about this. Like we're coming from a known place about this. And I tell people all the time, for me being who I was in it to be where I am now, then there must be something that was going wrong that I probably figured out, and now I'm telling the truth about this. And that's why it saddens me. And I'm not just saying it's just because I'm on the podcast and I know we have, a lot of viewers. Shout out to Facebook. Make sure y'all like, share. We see the stars. We love it. Shout out to YouTube. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share. Shout out to X and LinkedIn and Twitch and everybody who's watching us right now. But, it saddens me when I see, us still in that type of mind frame, in that Christianity mind frame, in that religion mind frame, when I know what's behind it and what it's doing to my people. It saddens me, man, because, what we see in the Bible, some of this stuff is true, right? And I'm not saying that all of it, I'm not saying that. Right. But we both know they did take some stuff out and put some stuff in. We know that that's a fact. You know what I'm saying?
It's no books that's missing that's in there.
Right. And in the Bible, it says that we are gods. And so many people miss over that. But when I say that, they eyebrows go up or they have a certain expression on their face about it. But it's the understanding is that we are gods for real. We do have the power to create. We have the power to eliminate too. But I don't talk about that because that's not where I'm at. I'm on the power to create.
Speak to the mountain and it moves. All right, okay. So look, who wrote it? Let's be real. Who wrote it? Because for centuries, billions of people have read the Bible. Even scholars have spent their lives studying it with rabbis and ministers and priests, focused on interpreting and teaching the preaching from his pages. This is the number one bestseller.
Yeah,
this is. As the sacred text for two of the world's leading religions, Judaism and Christianity, as well as other faiths, the Bible has had an unmatched influence on literature, particularly Western world.
Yeah.
It has been translated into nearly 700 languages, and while exact sales figures are hard to come by, it's widely considered to be the world's best-selling book. They say it's the greatest collection of stories ever told. The Bible is a quote. It's not meant to be taken physically.
Right.
It's a spiritual thing. And I like the example, not to cut you off, but I like the example that you use when you talk about the sowing of the seed. He wasn't talking about getting out there and actually
No, he wasn't. He wasn't actually talking about getting out there and throwing seeds in the ground and hitting them. No, he wasn't actually talking about a physical thing. It was a spiritual thing. It's your mind. He was talking about your mind being the soil and the thoughts being the seeds. And if you allow certain thoughts to come to your soil, which is your mind, you will manifest those things.
All right.
And y'all got to really understand this. This is not something that we just talk about. This is for real. You allow those negative thoughts to go into your mind, and you start allowing those images that come with it, because we all have the same mind. So when those negative thoughts come, those images come with it. And if you allow those images with that thought to play out, you're manifesting that.
That's what it is. Because you putting that energy in it. See, the Bible it does have undeniable influence. But even though, mystery still continues to linger over the origins, even nearly after 2,000 years of the authorship of the Bible is complex and it's a fascinating topic. It was not. Most people think it was written. It was not written by a single person. Okay?
Nope.
I know y'all say Moses wrote the first five books of the Bible. My question is, was Moses dead on the last two books, or how he write them?
How he write?
And if Adam and Eve was the first people in creation, how Moses know about that?
Come on now. Stop it.
All right.
That's what I'm saying. You got to put two and two together. You really, and that's what I'm saying. You got to get out of that religious box. This is no shade. Like we said at the beginning, this is no shade to nothing. This is just the truth. You have to get out of that religious box to look at things in another type of point of view to understand what's really going on. Because if you stay right there and you research inside of that right there where you are, you will never find the truth. And I mean never find the truth.
Never.
The only way I found the truth is when I removed myself from what I was used to. Let me say that again. When I found the truth, the only way I found the truth is when I removed myself from what I was in. Then I found the truth, and the light came, and the veil dropped upon my, like off of my eyes. And boy,
let me say this. Let me say this. Because see, Paul, this is like it's after a certain, because as the Bible says, such were some of you. We were the ones that would defend that Bible to a T. But then after a while, some shit started hitting. Like, wait a minute.
Then he started changing, dog. It's a change there. It's a shift in the atmosphere. Come on, somebody.
Damn, bro.
It's a change that occurred. Because what you thought you knew when you were younger, as you get older, it doesn't feel the same. It doesn't hit the same. It doesn't. The understanding of what I thought and what I understood when I was younger, it's really not adding up as I'm getting older. And now it's putting me in a position where I have to go and seek, because when I seek, I will find. And what I find will be good to me because I'm looking through the lens of the truth.
Right. And not through what somebody else then.
Or
So,
to.
Right. So it was not written by one person.
No, it wasn't.
Multiple authors over a period of nearly 2,000 years. People believe it's divine inspiration. Many believe the authors of the Bible were inspired by the Holy Spirit. Some were not, as we're going to see with King James. The Old Testament, traditionally, Moses is credited with writing the first 5 books known as the Torah or the Pentateuch. However, modern scholars suggest that these books, as well as others of the Old Testament, are the result of multiple authors and editors over time.
Multiple authors and editors over time. You know how many hands that they went through? You know how many people they read it and been like, oh no, we don't want that in there. Delete. We want this in there.
The story of the lady with the issue of blood, the woman, that's the story, I think it's in Mark 9. That is not originally in the script. That's not in that's not
even existing.
That's the New Testament. It was written by various authors as well. Most of them was early Christian leaders. For instance, the Apostle Paul is credited with writing several of the epistles. The Bible is a collective work involving many individuals, including scholars, prophets, kings, and other people contributing their own insights and their own, I got the power, so it's gonna fit me.
Yeah, their own narrative.
I got the power. Yeah, I got the power. So as long as I got the power.
Yeah, Shakespeare on board.
I'm a Shakespeare.
Yeah, that's what
I'm a Shakespeare. That's why the Bible has so many contradictions. Think about it. It's repetition. It's a lot of that goes on in the Bible. It's a whole bunch of Genesis 1 and Genesis 2 really tell 2 different creation stories.
Yeah, do.
If we don't be real.
Yeah.
Right? In one creation story, he speaks it. In the other creation story, he actually did it.
Yep. And the first one, which is the last one you said, that's the one I know upon. Which is the one did it.
Right.
And then you have the other one where it spoke and everything just came into. So that right within itself, not only that, but then we can also take it to the beginning where it's not even saying the right phrase or, you know, word or however you want to say it. You know,
it's saying
because it doesn't even have the S behind God.
It don't. And Paul, you right. Paul, and see, I know that like some of y'all like, what are you talking about? Okay, I'll tell you. Paul talking about in the original translation, not that shit you read at the house. In the original Hebrew, it says, "In wisdom, Elohim creates." So me and Paul asked each other the question, "Hey, bro, what the fuck is an Elohim?"
Yeah.
Well, let's go look up what an Elohim is then.
And
we find out that an Elohim is, first of all, it's plural.
Yes, it's plural.
Which makes sense for let us.
Yes. This is one. Yeah.
Don't have no other gods before me.
Yeah. Come on, man. Listen to these words, y'all. Let it actually click in and sink in. Why would he say that if there were nobody there?
Oh,
why would he say that?
God create competition.
I mean, that too. Both of those go hand in hand. Why would he create competition if that's just the supreme one and only?
Well, let's take it. Let's take it. Hold on. Let's take it a step forward. And this is not on no bullshit. This is real shit. If God knows everything, right? Everything before everything happened, God knows. What about those kings?
Yeah. Yeah. Plus all the other bullshit that goes on here. It should be something.
As many people now doubt your existence and starting to see that you could be a fraud.
Yeah.
If I'm finna shut everybody up. Here I am.
Yeah.
I'm not finna keep letting bad shit happen for people to say, well, God got away. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Why I gotta keep going? Why?
I mean, but you know, it's been written in the book that they follow, that they haven't even really did their research upon or really know what's going on. They're just following by the culture and what's been taught, what's grasped and what's been passed down. And nobody really wants to actually take the opportunity to sit down and look at the knowledge and do the research outside of what they want to, outside of what they know. And the reason why I feel like they don't want to do that is because nobody wants to see the truth. Nobody wants to see something that goes against something in them that they've been just living for their whole life. Nobody wants to see that. Because
then they feel like they ain't got they don't have nothing to live for now. And everybody who done lived this life before is just somewhere. Look, I don't know what to tell you.
I know what to tell you. Tighten up and stop thinking that way.
Tighten up.
Just thinking. Change your damn thinking. And
change your thinking. And that's
the more you think higher, the more you'll get it.
You'll get it. Y'all say faith is believing those things is not as though they were. Which means, in so many words, I'm supposed to psych myself out enough that I psych myself out enough that it happened. I changed my whole energy. That's basically what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because what you say, I started rejoicing and moving as if it all. That's the same thing me and Paul are saying. We're just saying, how you know you ain't got nothing to do with it?
You got the power.
What does God's voice sound like?
You got the power. It should sound like yours.
It should sound like yours.
So that's the thing. If God's voice sounds like yours, then why would there be something in the sky? Why wouldn't it be within if you can hear it within? You can't hear it without, and that ain't even no word. But you can't hear it without.
We just made it up though, and we'll take it. Without,
you hear it within. So why you can't think in that same manner? Listen, even Yahweh said that the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Why? And we also know that he said, if you think it's in the sky, then the birds will beat you. If you think it is the ground, then the fish will beat you. But yet, it's you think you all around you.
You gonna do. He said you can do greater work than I did. So how would you do that? You got to get. See, this is what made Yeshua different. Because he was in tune with his inner self. He knew the God within him, and he knew how to tap in to that power that's on the inside of him. That's why he said, if you see the Father, you see me. He wasn't talking about something in the sky, because if you go and read the scripture, he don't even fuck with him. What you talking about? That was it. All right, I got you. Remember when Jesus was talking to the disciples, right? And he was in a group and he was talking to the disciples, and the disciples was hungry. And Jesus said, I'm gonna give you bread. He said, what type of father, if a child asks for bread, he give them rocks? He said, if you say you thirst, I give you snakes. What does it got to do with anything, Mr. Unique? You don't read your Bible. Because what did Yahweh do to the children of Israel? When they said they was hungry, what did he do? He gave them rocks. And when he told them they was thirsty, what did he do? He sent snakes.
Yep.
I ain't right there.
That right there, I already let you know. Some tension right there, but they never thought about it like that though, because they read it. Reading to understand, they're just reading to try to have that knowledge to be able to lash back out when somebody come at them. Because if you read it, you will see, oh snap, hold up, huh? You'll be able to put the two together.
Jesus knew, of course he did. He was a Jew, so he had to know. It was law. He had to know the Torah. He had to know in order to become a man. He had to be able to. He had to know that. So that was his religion. But just because that was the religion that he grew up with, don't mean that was the religion that he practiced.
No, because he did.
Because if you read the book of Judas, Jesus actually starts laughing at the disciples when they started praying.
Yeah, he did. In that pious position.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna bring it. Yeah. One of the ones that was taken out.
Gotta bring that back. Yeah.
He said, man, y'all doing this so your God can be praised. Jesus said, y'all, you ain't never seen me do no shit like that.
That's what he said. That's exactly what he said. Why would he say that? If they was on the same plane, why would he say that? Why would he go against something that everybody's been preaching about for the longest? It's something there that needs to be studied. It's something there that needs to be looked at.
Even in the book of Judas.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, get right.
Woo!
Yeah, there you go. Get yourself right.
Even in the book of Judas.
Bring it back. All right.
Jesus kills Christianity. Remember the dream the apostles had?
Yeah.
12, y'all the ones, all the cattle. He said, y'all, a lot of stuff gonna be done in my name that I ain't got nothing to do with.
That ain't got nothing to do with it. Yep. Shouldn't have said it. See it today? Brother, we see it today. And we can't deny it. Everything that he said, that we read, that he said that's not in the Bible, we see it today, brother.
We see it, bro. We see it. We got the new
Let's get on communion.
Well, Yeah. We got the brand new Curly P, man. We're gonna be back to shut it down. I know. Y'all with it, we with it too. If Things Can't Say podcast, we'll be back.
Are you looking for something to make you think? I have the perfect solution. The Things You Can't Say podcast is here to help you bring your mind to a more contemplative place. Each episode is full of thought-provoking questions and comedic insights. bringing you an entertaining and educational experience every time. So what are you waiting for? Get ready to be inspired and join the conversation today.
Hey, listen, boy. Listen, I'm just trying to put you on game, okay? Because everybody can't just be out here doing it how your boy Curly P doing, okay? Listen, the heart attack is back, baby.
I took my time when I
say, even if I gotta do it by myself, the heart attack is back, okay? And I need you, okay? He moves right if you want to be a backup dancer, okay? You can't just be out there playing around, okay? You gotta know how to handle the one because they looking for you. You know what I'm saying? They want to. You know what I'm saying? We gonna see how they ass. We gotta get them what they want that part. Z, whatever you want to be called, we gotta. They're saying because they looking for it, okay? We can't be out there scared. We gotta pop on them. 1, 2, get to him. Spin. Hold my glasses off. Get to him while he get the glasses off. Get to him while he get the glasses off. Oh, you gotta be able to do it. I'm gonna teach you. Let's go now.
Are you ready to dive into the juiciest, dankiest, and most mind-blowing conversations? Well, grab your favorite strand, roll it up tight, and get ready to elevate your podcast experience. Whether it's the latest movies, music, game, or trend, we've got you covered with our hot takes, honest opinions, and hilarious banters. Join us every week as we roll up the best stories, interviews, and insights from our guests and experts. The Roll-Up Show is the ultimate destination for fans of pop culture, comedy, and fun. So tune in, sit back, and get ready to roll with us. The Roll-Up Show. Come by.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Who wrote the Bible, man, and who was King James? That's what we on this week. Right there. That's what we on, man. And if it take next week, we're going to, because this time, if you ask it, we're going to give it.
Yeah.
And it's not to make nobody mad. Well, we're not trying to make nobody mad.
No.
It ain't to make nobody mad.
You understand it. That's
it. Yeah. It's all about understanding.
It's all about learning the things that you weren't taught.
Right.
Stuff like this don't get taught. So somebody got to do it.
Too, it's that too. And Paul, this is asking a question that you don't know the answer to, and you should. And then when I show you the answer in yours, you don't accept it.
Facts. You don't like it. It's not something that you want.
Right.
Like I said, ask for the truth, you get the truth, and then you're mad because you got the truth. That's not fair to the truth.
That's not fair to the truth. Tomorrow is the Roll-Up Show. Y'all know what they gonna do, man. Y'all wait till y'all. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
8:30, 7:30, 7:30 Central tomorrow. The Roll-Up Show with Zeke, man. Then y'all know we'll be back Wednesday. Please, you can't say podcast. We're gonna go whatever where Poet leave off it tomorrow. We're gonna pick back up.
Yeah.
We going deeper.
Oh yeah. We in there.
We in there. Until tomorrow, man. Back by popular demand. Y'all been asking for the Bob and the Curly interview. Until tomorrow. Good night.
Are you tired of the same old boring podcast to put you to sleep? Do you want to listen to something fresh, fun, and fascinating? Then you should check out the Hookah Lounge with Mr. Unique, the podcast that will blow your mind. The Hookah Lounge is the podcast that covers everything you ever wanted to know about the culture, relationships, and that late night grown people conversation. Whether it's life, religion, or even mental health, the Hookah Lounge has it all. You heard from Mr. Unique, the host who is passionate, knowledgeable, and hilarious. You also get to enjoy some amazing guests who are experts, celebrities, or just plain awesome people. The Hookah Lounge is not just a podcast, it's an experience. You will learn something new, laugh out loud, and feel inspired every time you listen. And the best part is, it's free and easy to access. You can find it on YouTube, the iHeartRadio app, or wherever you get your podcasts. Just search the Hookah Lounge with Mr. Unique and hit subscribe. So what are you waiting for? Don't miss out on the best podcast ever. Tune in every Saturday night at 9:30 on Smooth House TV, the smoothest place on earth.
I just found out why everyone is talking about this podcast, Beyond the Echo. This podcast is so amazing that it has been nominated for multiple awards. The hosts bring you interesting and thought-provoking episodes every week. We tackle topics like faith, love, and life lessons with a unique perspective that will leave you thinking and inspired. So if you're looking for something new to listen to, check out the Beyond the Echoes podcast every Thursday night, 8:30, 7:30 Central on Smooth House TV, the smoothest place on earth.
In the heart of the city, where culture thrives and dreams come alive, there's a brand that stands for the bold, the fearless, the movers and shakers. That brand is FML Clothing. We're not just a brand, we're a lifestyle, a statement, a movement. We're about expressing who you are and what you stand for. Our designs are as diverse and dynamic as you are. They're made to be not just worn, but lived in. Because at FML Clothing, we believe fashion is about more than just looking good. It's about feeling good. So whether you're owning the boardroom, ruling the streets, or lighting up the night, do it in style, do it with passion, do it with FML Clothing. FML Clothing, faith makes living. If you're not walking in faith, you can't walk with us.
About what I do. No, you just tell them what I told you to tell them, because I am Bob Palawalakowski. Welcome back. How you guys doing? This is the Bob Palawalakowski Show on the best network ever, Smooth House TV, the smoothest place on earth. I'm sorry, guys. I tried to do it the way you told me to. Hopefully I said that last part right. Anyway, today, oh my God, today we're having the most amazing interview ever that all of you guys loved to just ask me about all the time. When are you going to interview Curly P? When are you going to interview Curly P? And I was like, who is this Curly P guy? So I did my research. Today we're interviewing the most international player, international pimp, and everybody's father. Not mine, though, because look at this face. Anyway, Curly P, that's what they call him. So we're going to go live with Curly P on a satellite. Hopefully he's not talking to us from jail. You know how you black people can be. I'm sorry. I won't do it again. Anyway, so Curly, how's it going over there, buddy? Wherever you are. And how's life treating you?
I'm doing good, Bob Papalopoulos. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing good. He's an international player, international pimp, Curly P. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing good, but I'm not your buddy.
Well, Curly,
though, okay?
Thank you for all of that jibber jabber, numbo bumbo
bullshit
that you're doing over there. Good to see that you're not in jail, because we know you love fried chicken. I swear I won't do it again. I won't do it again. Okay. So, Curly, how long did it actually take you to become the international player pimp that everybody claim you are?
First off, Bob Papalopoulos, all right, the little chicken jokes, it ain't funny.
Whoa, Curly.
Right? It ain't funny.
I didn't mean any harm by it when I said it.
I am internationally pimping Curly P.
I
You can go
apologize.
and look me up, okay? I was sitting with the best of the best. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, it was George Washington Carver.
Well, that's good,
Curly
Curly.
P. You
I
understand what
am
I'm trying to
so
tell you?
glad
So don't play
that
with my
you
name
have
like that, okay?
told us
And I've been
everything
internationally
about
pimping
yourself
for
and
a
how
long,
you
long time,
got
alright?
to the
I
point of
probably fucked your
internationally
mama,
pimping.
okay?
That
So
is
don't
so
play with me. I'm
amazing.
international.
I apologize. I didn't want to step on any toes, because you black people toes look like Tyrannosaurus Rex feet.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
I won't do it again. I won't do it again.
I'm not to come over there.
So, anyway, Curly.
Hey, you better stop playing with us. That means
So
you saying our
your
feet look like
pimping
that. Hey,
is
listen, stop
internationally,
playing.
right? So why haven't I, Bob Palawalakowski, heard of you before? Answer that one, Mr.
You don't know
Curly
me because
P.
you lame, okay? And you're not looking in the right spots, okay? I'm international. Curly P, okay? And I does this baby for a living. I got things out, you know, like these. I'm doing my thing, got jury out. I'm Curly
I
P,
just wanted to
baby.
know. I never heard
half
of it
of
before,
the
but
pinky
yet
ring.
you're
I don't even got the
international
whole
pimping.
pinky
You're
ring.
all
I
everywhere.
got
You're
half
all
of
over
the
the
pinky
world.
ring 'cause I'm
Anytime
Curly
I drive and
P. You need to
I'm
know
going
about
places,
me, bro.
all
So
I
do your
hear is
research.
Curly
You don't
P.
know about
All
me
this
because you're lame.
craziness, and I'm just
Maybe
tired
because
of it.
you're white,
I don't
but
know. That
But
was
yeah,
a bit.
that's what it is.
Anyway, that's all for today, people.
Thanks
It
for
was
having
just
me,
a
Bob.
snippet of Curly
Thanks for
P's
having me,
interview.
Bob.
We'll have more with Curly Kelly and me, Bob Polowalkowski. This is the Smooth House TV Network. I'm your host. Sorry.
I'll be back to you. You know what to do. Hit me up on the phone. I'll come back and do the second interview with your Bob. I'm out.
Hopefully his gun don't get jammed. Okay. All right. Bob Polowalkowski, and I'm out, guys.